Lueroi's Pokemon Black and White Walkthrough, Part 2. Oh, hey Mom, what's up? Just waiting for me outside the professor's house. Oh, and here comes Bianca and Sharon, too. She's like, oh, there you are. It's like, yeah, we almost got lost in this tiny town with 3 houses in it. She didn't know where we were at all. I bet she was panicking. Anyway, she's gonna give us the town map. The town map, you know, your basic map showing you where all the towns are, because it's the town map, of course. So yeah, all the towns and cities and routes can be found on the map. So if you're new to this game and you don't know where you're going, you can take a look at that in your key items pocket. Pretty handy if it's your first time playing. So we're all so thrilled that we got our town maps. Bianca's just like, thank you so much! Because, you know, obviously we have no idea where we're going and we need our town maps. So yeah, our mom's just gonna say goodbye or whatever, then head back. Oh, have a great trip. Yeah, go explore the world on your own. Little kids, I don't care if you die. I don't care if you have no food or money or shelter. Just go out on your own and have a good time. Anyways, we'll catch up with Sharon and Bianca in a minute. We're just going to recap what we did last time here. This is my starter Pokemon I chose. It's the Fire-type Tepig. And if you notice little details easily, you might be able to tell that I got a new Tepig. This one actually has 1 more HP than the last one. I actually had to end up starting over my game because something went wrong with the recording. So the second time around, my Tepig was a little different stat-wise, so that's why it has 1 more HP. Don't worry, I'm not hacking or something, like slowly tweaking my stats throughout the game. But yeah, anyways, here's Bianca and Sharon once again. And I have to adjust my camera because I went to the bottom screen, but yeah, here we go. We're all going to take our steps into Route 1 together. Isn't that cute? I mean, they make like a big deal out of it, like, oh, we're going into Route 1. Is this like the first time they've ever been here in their lives? Like, it's right next to their hometown. Maybe they've just been like confined into that tiny area their entire lives. This is their first time branching out into the real world. Anyways, here's Professor Juniper. She's waiting for us like she said she would. So she's actually talking about the Pokedex a bit. And she is going to teach you how to catch a Pokemon, because if you've never played this game in your life, you might want to know how to do that, so she finds a wild Patrat, which is kind of your basic crappy Pokemon in this game. Catching Pokemon's pretty easy. The more you weaken them down, the easier they are to catch, so you'll always want to put a little bit of damage on them, just like that. By the way, the computer's just running all this on its own, so you actually don't have to do anything, you just watch it. But then you can go to your bag, and you can see all this going on the bottom screen. And then you can choose a Polka Ball and throw the Polka Ball, and hopefully you'll catch it. Kind of more rare and stronger Pokemon are harder to catch. So you might need like Great Balls and Ultra Balls, which are basically better than Pokeballs. But yeah, early on in the game, just basic Pokeballs will catch most of the Pokemon. So yeah, that's how you catch a Pokemon. So then Professor Juniper is talking about a bunch of other stuff. She says if you paralyze or poison the Pokemon, they're also easier to catch. And then she'll give you 5 Pokeballs, which you can use to catch all the Pokemon you want. So you can catch them all, right? So yeah, Sharon and Bianca are gonna... Well, they come up with this little game. They're gonna see who can catch the most Pokemon in this route. So if you want, you can try to catch the 2 Pokemon that you can find on this route, which are Patrat and Lillipup. So, if you want to do that, go for it. I never really try catching all the Pokemon. I only catch the Pokemon I'm going to use on my team. But we'll just go in the grass and see what we find. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're not going to find as great of Pokemon very early on in the game, but actually the Pokemon Lillipup, which we actually just found, it's a pretty good Pokemon. If you want something right off the bat that's pretty powerful, Lillipup is a very good normal type. When it's fully evolved, it has pretty good stats all around, and it's definitely a Pokemon I'd recommend, so if you want to catch a Lillipup right off the bat, definitely go for it, but I think I'm going to pass, just because I use it a lot, really. It's pretty popular, actually. Stop over here in the grass and talk to this person. She'll give you an item. And we got another wild battle. Yeah, of course, whenever you walk into the grass, you find wild Pokemon. Here's the Patrat again, so you can catch Lillipup and Patrat on here. Patrat's not quite as good as Lillipup. I wouldn't recommend it quite as much. It evolves into a Watchog, which is actually pretty good right when it evolves, but later on in the game it kind of, you know, isn't up to par with everything else, but yeah, you can talk to this person, she'll give you a potion. I'm never the type of guy that likes to say you shouldn't use a Pokemon just because they aren't quite as strong. Patrat's definitely not as strong as a lot of other stuff in the game, but I'm definitely not going to say you shouldn't use it because everyone likes to use whatever. Anyways, we'll cut that out, and here's Bianca and Sharon, and of course I have to be ashamed because I didn't catch a single Pokemon. So yeah, let's compare the Pokemon we've caught, and of course I only have my Tepig. She's like, oh, it's gonna get so lonely. Like, you really think I care, Bianca? I mean, it's in a little Pokeball anyways. It's not like it's gonna get... I mean, it's gonna be lonely no matter what. Honestly. Anyways, here's the cross transceiver ringing, which is basically our little video chat thing here, like Skype mobile or something like that. But yeah, Professor Juniper is basically saying she's up in Accumula Town waiting for us, and that's the town right up here, so we're actually already in the next town. And I actually love Accumula Town. Like, the music here is so awesome. Yeah, Accumula Town. So, let's take a look. I like this part down here. It's pretty cool. You go down the stairs, there's, like, the cool wall with the little bricks on it. Yeah, the music here is awesome. Here's the little town square thing. There's Juniper. We'll talk to her in a second. I'm going to take a look around the town, actually. There's an item we can grab in this house. Usually in towns, there's just a lot of worthless people who won't really give you anything. They'll just give you random advice or say random things. But if you go into this house and go upstairs, this guy will give you a Pokeball, I believe. So, yeah, grab yourself a free Pokeball if you want. If you want to go ahead and talk to all the people you can, if you're playing this game for the first time, it's actually not a bad idea because they tell you kind of some stuff that's nice to know throughout the game. I'm not going to go talk to everyone, though, just because it's kind of a waste of time for a walkthrough. I will go up here, though. There's this one really cool feature in this game. You can actually do this kind of in throughout the game in different towns, but if you go into this house right here, you're going to see a couple people playing instruments. There's a person playing piano and a person playing drums, and if you talk to them, they'll actually play along with the music, which is actually really cool because it's really catchy and nice. So you can see the piano joins in, and this guy will play the drums. So yeah, check that out. That just sounds awesome. You can hear like all the beats going and stuff. So yeah, I always like doing that and just walking around the town listening to the awesome music, and yeah, it just gives you a nice feel for everything. Anyways, let's get back to business. Here's Professor Juniper. Oh, and our music gets ruined. Oh well, we'll have to talk to her. Anyway, she's basically just going to give you a little tour of the Pokemon Center. Pokemon Centers are the buildings with the red roof. You can't miss them. They're in every single town. Well, except for your first town that you start off in. There's not a Pokemon Center there. But anyways, when your Pokemon are weak or fainted, you can heal them up here, and they'll be fully restored, full HP, everything all fixed. So that's how you heal up your Pokemon. Pretty much you can just listen to her, and she makes you do it. She's like, no, go heal your Pokemon. I'm like, oh, my Pokemon's already full on health anyways, but yeah, you have to do it. So yeah, of course, you know, early on in the game's kind of annoying because you're doing all this, like, basic tutorial stuff, but once you get through these, you know, early on couple of parts, it gets better because you can just go off on your own. This right here is the PC. It's the Pokemon storage system. You can only hold 6 Pokemon in your party at a time, and after that, you'll have to store them in the PC. So this is where you kind of go to change your Pokemon in and out to see who you want to have on your team with you. And in Pokemon Black and White, the Mart is actually located inside the Pokemon Center. So there's no more Marts. They're all just in one building. So you can buy items here with the money you win from beating other trainers. Early on, there's not that great of items, just like Pokeballs and potions, but you might as well just buy some. Yeah, you'll get a bunch of money throughout the game, then you'll be able to buy a bunch of cool stuff. But right here, we just got potions and Pokeballs. I already have Pokeballs, so I'm just going to stock up on potions. I always kind of like doing that. I kind of like spending my money, just because I'm not going to use it for anything else anyways. So yeah, you might as well get some potions, and this guy just has, like, worthless mail that you can buy. It's not going to do anything for you, just a waste of money. So yeah, just ignore that, and head back outside, and we got some more stuff going on here in Accumula Town. So you're going to notice that all these people are kind of, like, gathered together, and they say there's something going on. This actually introduces a pretty key part to the plot of the game, so pay attention. Yeah, all these people are gathered up, and check it out, there's, like, it looks like knights in shining armor just lined up or something like that. This is actually Team Plasma. These are the villains in this game, so yeah, these are the bad guys. This right here is Getsis. He's their leader. Getsis pretty much just, he likes going around trying to persuade people to listen to his crazy ideas. It's really kind of weird. Getsis, he's trying to give people the idea that Pokemon should be, like, separated from humans. Like, they need to, I don't know, he's got these crazy ideas, like, take the Pokemon away from the people and let them live on their own in happiness. He's like, the only way to make Pokemon truly happy is to separate them from their trainers. And everyone's like, yikes, no way! He's like, we need to liberate the Pokemon. Anyways, he's just like really persuasive, trying to get everyone to go along with his crazy ideas. So yeah, then it's kind of funny how the crowd reacts. It just it's kind of realistic actually. But yeah, you're gonna see Team Plasma going around trying to persuade people to follow their weird ideas, and yeah, then they go off. We'll be seeing a lot more of Team Plasma later. We'll be battling them and everything, but basically, you know, there's Team Rocket, Team Galactic. This game, we got Team Plasma. So there we go. And this guy's just called Older, Older Man, Younger Man. They have their cool little titles right there. Anyways, the people are going to clear out. Then we get our cool music back. But then it goes away really quickly. And check out this guy with the green hair and the hat. He's kind of weird. You're going to be seeing this guy a lot throughout the game. And he claims he can listen to Pokemon talking. So yeah, kind of a creepy guy. He says his name is N. I mean, your name is N? That's the best your parents could come up with? I mean, they didn't even give you a name. They just gave you a letter. Like, we're going to call you N. We're not even going to give you a name. Here, just a random letter. So yeah, this is N. He's kind of like... I don't want to spoil anything, but we will be battling him quite a bit throughout the game, so this is definitely not the last of him. His team changes all the time, but he starts off with this Purloin. Really not a tough battle. Purloin's not that great of a Pokemon, so your starter should be able to take care of it. Especially if you bought potions. If you did what I did, you have enough potions, and this battle will go by fine. The only way you would really lose it is if they get critical hits. And speaking of critical hits, I just got one, so... yeah, there we go. It's pretty much just going to do, like, scratch, and as long as you just attack it over and over, you'll kill it, so there you go. Oh, yeah, and I know, okay, you technically knock out the Pokemon and they faint, but I always say kill. So, yeah, I always refer to it as dying or killing, so, yeah. I make it more violent than it should be. Anyways, we get up to level 7 and learn Ember, which is our first Fire-type move. And we get up to level 8. Actually, if you're facing a Pokemon that's at a higher level than you, you will gain more experience, so that's why I got up 2 levels, probably. So yeah, we defeated N. And like I said, it's definitely not the last of him. He will be back, and he will definitely be more powerful later on, so... we're starting our journey, and he's kind of starting his. Anyways, Sharon is talking about a bunch of stuff. He wants to go on and take on the first gym leader. Yeah, gym leader! What could that possibly be? Well, I guess we'll just have to figure out more about that later. Guys, I think that's it for this episode. Next time we will be leaving Accumula Town into the next route so we can head towards the next city and figure out about these gyms and these gym leaders. So yeah, stay tuned for more. That's what's going on next time. I'll see you all then.